What is HPV? The human papillomavirus, also known as HPV, is the most common sexually transmitted infection. In general, HPV is harmless and goes away spontaneously, but some types can cause genital warts or cancer, mainly in women. HPV is transmitted by direct skin-to-skin contact during sex. Not only via intercourse can HPV be transmitted. Most people with HPV don't present any symptoms or health problems. There are more than 200 types of virus, which in turn are divided into low risk, such as 6 and 11, which are manifested in the form of warts, and the high risk viruses, such as 16 and 18, that can lead to cancer, such as the cervical, anal, and very rarely penis and throat. Unfortunately, most people who have a high-risk type of HPV will never show any signs of the infection until it causes serious health problems. HPV infection can increase a man's risk of getting genital cancer, although this cancer is not common. HPV can also cause genital warts in men, just as in women. To identify HPV in men, the indicated test is a colposcopy to detect precancerous wounds or anal warts, or even the self-exploration. In women, the Pap test is a method to identify HPV. But what is the Pap test? In this test, a doctor or nurse checks the cervix for any abnormal cells. The cervix is the lower part of the uterus, which opens into the vagina. During an HPV test, the doctor puts a speculum, a tool that helps the doctor or nurse to see the cervix, into the vagina, and uses a soft brush to collect cells from outside of it. Then, the cells are analyzed in a laboratory. But when should I have a Pap test? Unless some signs or symptoms are detected before, women may start with Pap test at the age of 21. They should have a Pap test every 3 years and also a HPV test if the doctor deems it necessary, up until the age of 65. If the HPV infection has caused abnormal cell changes that could lead to cancer, the doctor might want to take wait-and-see approach. If not, it will be necessary to remove them. This can be done by freezing, cutting, or burning them. The goal is to remove all the abnormal cells, including most or all of the cells with HPV. The HPV vaccine protects against 4 types of HPV, the most frequent one. These include 2 types that causes around 70% of cervical cancer, the 16 and 2 types that cause about 90% of genital warts, the 6 and the 11. HPV vaccine is routinely recommended for girls between 11 and 12 years of age. The vaccine can prevent almost 100% of disease caused by the 4 types of HPV targeted by the vaccine. But women still need the Pap test because the vaccine does not protect against all types of HPV that causes cervical cancer. In conclusion, although there is not a way to avoid getting infected completely, only through sexual abstinence, there are some preventive measures that can be followed. Having a healthy lifestyle so that the immune system can attack the virus, reducing the number of sexual partners, using condom, although it must keep in mind that its efficiency is only 70%, getting vaccinated, self-examining, and finally, to prevent cancer, getting Pap test when necessary.